How institutions shape economic behavior. Many comparative studies of how social institutions, customs, and conventions determine economic behavior are results from Weber's work. In Weber's book, The Protestant Ethic, World Religion, and Economy and Society, Weber tried to understand the actual customs of different societies, the thinking behind those customs, and the forces that lead to changes in custom. Weber argued it is the belief underlying custom that sustain them. Consequently, he claims for the importance of understanding the meanings of an action to the actor. According to Weber, rationality is in the mind of the actor. Weber argued for a broad view of the causes of economic behavior is influenced by social institutions in different realms, namely the law and the state, the religious system, and the class system. In the Protestant Ethic and the Spirit of Capitalism, Weber traces modern or rational capitalism custom to the rise of a particular brand of early Protestantism. Weber has a broader view compared to Marx, who always saw class relation behind our economic conventions. Weber argued that economic custom could be shaped by class, traditions, or ideology. In this case, religious sects with a new ethic gave capitalism an unexpected boost. Three of Weber's other major works, The Religion of China, The Religions of India, and Ancient Judaism, are his in-depth studies of world religions and economics. Weber's three main themes were the effects of religious ideas on economic activities, the relation between social stratification and religious ideas, and the distinguishable characteristics of Western civilization. Weber traced economic system to religious ethics and to social institution. Religious devotion had usually been accompanied by rejections of worldly affairs, including economic pursuit. However, Weber saw in Protestantism a religious ideology that was compatible with capitalism. In comparing the world's religions, Weber found that others were oriented to salvation, but that they preached very different routes. He noticed that in Protestantism, particularly John Calvin's understandings of salvation was signaled through piety, asceticism, and devotion to one's calling. On the other hand, in both Chinese Confucianism and Indian Hinduism, salvation was achieved by accepting one's given position and withdrawing from the world in prayer. Weber argued this religious ethics fostered traditionalism and complacency rather than activism and entrepreneurialism. Conversely, Weber argued that ancient Judaism discouraged rational capitalism by favoring the life of religious scholarship over that of entrepreneurialism. What Weber demonstrated in these comparative studies and what he argued in Economy and Society was that economic customs were related to wider social institutions, namely the law and the state, religion, class, and that to understand economic convention, one must understand their link to these other institutions. In a different study, Business System in East Asia from Market and Society, Richard Whitley compared and contrasted the dominant characteristics of firms and market in Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, and Hong Kong, relating these to their particular social, political, and economic context. In this comparative study, Whitley studied management style and structures, decision-making processes, owner-employee relation, and patterns of company growth and development of firms. Really find that different national ideas about efficiency as institutionalized in national business system correspond with different prescriptions for economic behavior. Really find that a number of different economic systems appear to be about equally effective. Really argue that in Japan, the large corporations or kaisha dominate. For example, the bank-dominated business groups, the descendants of the pivot zaibatsu bring together large diverse firms. In addition, the state actively promotes export and planned industry expansion. In South Korea, Whitley argued that the family-controlled conglomerate of chaebol dominates. He explained that the symbolic relationship among conglomerate members characterize inter-firm relation. Moreover, the state actively promotes the rise and expansion of huge and stable enterprises. On the other hand, in Taiwan and Hong Kong, Whitley argued that smaller Chinese family businesses dominate. Inter-firm relations are relatively unstructured, with a few medium-sized family business groups or 集团企业. However, unlike in Japan and South Korea, the state in Taiwan and Hong Kong leave firms largely to their own devices. Whitley argued this different system influence all kinds of economic behavior. For instance, they influence market entry in new export sectors, with new firms sponsored by business groups in Japan, new firms sponsored by families that own small businesses in Taiwan and Hong Kong, and new firms subsidized by central state under the auspices of existing chaebol in South Korea. Whitley argued that the Asian miracle is built on at least 3 different systems, and in subsequent studies, he found just as much diversity in European business system.